Welcome back to the BJack 70 show. I'm your host, Brandon Jackson, and we're here recap a little bit of Brandon's bets, recap what happened last night, Monday Night Football, a doubleheader. So we had two games. We'll talk about what happened there. But before we get into that, hey, like the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It'll help your boy out. Appreciate it. I've been asking if you please like the video, please subscribe. Nah, do it. If you're watching, do it. Appreciate it though. Appreciate it. Anyway, uh, let's get into the football. Not gonna be here too long. Um, hopefully later on the channel we'll have some film review. We'll be getting into a little bit of Brown's film review, but right now, talk about let's recap Brandon's bets, man. Um, and in the last video, we talked about Steelers lost, Bills won, Chiefs lost. We were waiting on the outcome of both Monday night games because I went ahead and bet both of those. Bucks pulled it out, plus 2.5. That hit, and Chargers -3 was never really in doubt. Never really in doubt. So week two, 3-2 week. Good. We could do better. We can make a little bit better decisions, but we'll take 3-2. We'll take a profit every time. Um, and that's 7-3 overall. 70% against the spread through 2 weeks of football. I don't know. You might want to start listening to your boy. I kind of know what I'm talking about, specifically about this NFL. College football betting, probably don't, if I come to you with a bet, that means I really believe in it, but I know more about the NFL. I'm more locked in to the NFL. Um, but yeah, 7-3 through 2 weeks, 70%. Hey, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So, but let's talk about these games from Monday night. Start off with Tampa Bay Bucks and the Houston Texans. That was a crazy game. The Buccaneers were in control of this game all the way through. All the way through, and then all of a sudden they lost the lead at the very end. Well, almost the very end. Um and I'm like, oh yeah, this +2.5 is in the bag. It's in the bag. And then a punt gets blocked. They were close to blocking the punt all night, and then they finally got one. Houston Texans did, and they went ahead, scored a touchdown. Nick Chubb, that touchdown beat me in fantasy. Don't want to talk about that, but um, yeah. So they took the lead. Bet bet was gone. Bet 2.5 +2.5 was up in smoke, and I had to put my trust and faith and belief into Baker Mayfield, and luckily he came out on top. He came through for me. Um, it's not very often that I bet on Baker Mayfield and a Baker Mayfield led team, but we did this week, and it paid off. It proved correct. Um, he's he's a different person. He's been a completely different person in Tampa than what we knew him as in Cleveland. And shout out to him for that. Congrats to him for the growth and the maturity. And he's showing why he was a number one overall pick. He's showing why people like myself were happy when the Browns took him because he has the talent. He's always had talent, just didn't put it together until his fourth team. You know, a lot of people like to forget that he was in Carolina and sucked, and then went to the Rams and had a great game, and then moved on to the Buccaneers. They forget those two stops in between. So he's on his fourth team, not his second team. I know a lot of people conveniently like to forget that. Um, but I'm getting off track. Shout out to him. He helped the bet hit. He's a gamer. He really is. When you talk about guys that are gamers, he really is one of those guys. Willing his team to victory. Um, made some huge scrambles. Made a huge play, not getting sacked. I don't remember if it was 3rd and 10 or if it was 4th and 10. Huge play, not yeah, it was 4th and 10. Not getting sacked, escaping the pocket, getting the first down. Like he made some unbelievable plays. Got him down to the goal line. Rashad White cashed it in. Um, yeah, it was honestly it was like pretty exciting to watch. Just as a fan of football, it was exciting to watch. Houston Texans got their heart ripped out. That offensive line is is bad for CJ Stroud. He can't get anything going. He has no time to get the ball, drop back, set his feet, and throw the ball. He has no time. Um, I don't know how good the Tampa Bay defensive line is, but they looked elite last night against this Houston Texans offensive line. Everybody was talking about it before the season started, and now that they're 0-2, like it's really something that they knew they should have taken care of, but they didn't. They traded away their best offensive lineman. Um, I don't know how it gets better from here. I don't know how it gets better from here. Um, good luck. Good luck to the Texans. Anybody with a pass rush, anybody that has a pass rush with juice, they're getting home. They're getting home. They're going to the Pro Bowl off of playing the Houston Texans. So I don't know what their schedule is, but I hope it gets better from here. And then the second game, the Chargers went ahead and beat the Raiders. My guy Geno Smith. It was a rough night. 3 interceptions. Tried to make some things happen. Didn't work. Deflected interceptions, and you know, didn't work. And I didn't know exactly what it would look like, but I thought the Chargers would win this game. Not significantly might be too strong, but like I felt like they would win by more than three. I was thinking maybe like 6, 7. I didn't do that on purpose. I swear to God, I didn't do the 6, 7 on purpose, but like 6, 7, 10, something like that. Um, but and they did. They did. They won by was it? I think it was ended up being 14. I don't even have the score in front of me, so I apologize. Um, but yeah, Justin Herbert. They had Justin Herbert back there throwing that thing. Um, not too many carries for the running backs. Omarion Hampton, fumbled in a pretty it's a two-score game, and they're trying to run the clock out, and he fumbled. And then Najee was in the whole time after that. Um, not great from the rookie. You don't want to see that. Hopefully, it doesn't affect him and his playing time going forward. But that was a pretty big fumble. But they figured it out anyway. Justin Herbert is right now showing why everybody who believed that he was elite, they're being proven right. I believed he was a top 10 quarterback. I think I had him ranked. I think I had him. I think I had him ranked 10, and that's too low. That's too low right now. He, especially with Joe Burrow being injured, Jalen Hurts only throwing for 100 yards and nationally televised game. Justin Herbert is in that top five. He's vaulted himself through 2 games through the top five. He's looked excellent. I've had no issues with anything Justin Herbert has been doing. And he's throwing like they have him drop back to pass more than anybody expected. it was annoying week one when Rich Eisen kept saying, "Oh, they're dropping back to pass again, again, again." That was annoying, but this is a continuation of like the second half of last year when Jim Harbaugh figured out like, oh, I have an elite quarterback. Maybe I should use him more. So it's a continuation of that. Greg Roman's doing a great job. QJ, Quentin Johnston, uh, he's proving to be what they expected out of a first round wide receiver. Um, Vlad McConkey, he'll he'll get better, but he's doing what he needs to do, catching the balls that he needs to catch. Keenan Allen hasn't lost a step. He's still that guy. Anything you thought he lost, you can attribute it to Chicago, Caleb Williams, whatever they had going on. I'm a huge Keenan Allen fan, so I love to see this. Love to see him still playing well, catching touchdowns, doing his thing. This Chargers team, this Chargers team might be somebody to be reckoned with when we get to the playoffs. Um, they're 2-0, 2-0 in the division. Kansas City's 0-2. Um, it's it's going to be a hard battle for them to win the division, for Kansas City to win the division. Chargers are in pole position right now. Um, But yeah, like it's only week two. There's a lot of season left. Anything can happen, as you know, as the Cincinnati Bengals. Anything can happen. So you never know. Don't want to speak in too many absolutes after week two, but this Chargers team might be one of those ones because this offense is great. The defense has been playing great. Um, as long as they can keep it consistent, keep it going. As long as they can like figure out really the running game, the mix of Najee, mix of Omarion Hampton, get through the rookie growing pains. Once they figure that out, they're gonna be a force to be reckoned with. And I picked Kansas City to come out of the AFC, but Chargers are gonna have something to say about it. And Ravens, Bills still gonna have something to say about it, but Chargers will too. Um, but yeah, just before we get out of here, uh, it's quarterback Armageddon. Why are all these quarterbacks getting hurt? Like, obviously, we had Joe Burrow confirm that he's going to get surgery, be out a minimum of 3 months. So, probably, if it's a minimum, it's probably ending his season. It's sad to see. You hate to see it. Hate to see a quarterback, a great quarterback, go down for any period of time, especially the whole year, especially with him. Um, is what can you say? It's tough. He's he's had multiple seasons finished because of injury early. His rookie year, the year with the forearm, now this year, you don't want to see it. It's tough. Um, and then already had Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy missed week two. We already knew about him. JJ McCarthy popped up, high ankle sprain, gonna be out this week, possibly more. Jaden Daniels might not play because of a sprained knee. And there's one more. Jaden Daniels, Brock Purdy, JJ McCarthy. Uh, oh yeah, Justin Fields in concussion protocol. He'll We'll see if he's back, but he might not be back. Um, yeah, it's rough out here. It's rough out here in these quarterback streets. Bengals probably are going to continue to go with Jake Browning, but they signed Mike White, signed Sean Clifford to the practice squad, and we'll see. We'll see if they keep Jake Browning. See if they want to make a move. I talked about maybe thinking about Kirk Cousins in Cincinnati because it's so early. They're 2-0. You don't really you don't really want to give that up, and is Jake Browning good enough to get you to the playoffs? Like he's a fine backup. Like if Joe was out a month, then sure, go with Jake Browning for a month. But the rest of the season, they might need to think about it. Um, I talked about Kirk Cousins. Didn't even think about a lot of people were talking about Jameis Winston because Jameis Winston is QB3 in New York right now, so he could be an option. But I don't know. We'll see what they do. Um, I kind of I'm kind of secretly hoping they make a move because I think it'll be exciting, be fun to watch. Um, it'll be insane to watch Jameis throw to T Higgins and Jamar Chase. He might throw for 4,500 yards and 40 touchdowns and 29 picks. Like that might be a thing that he could do. Um, but yeah, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, appreciate you watching. Go ahead and like that video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to wherever you get your podcasts. It's audio form. So if you don't want to watch me, see my face, listen to it on Spotify, listen to it on Apple Podcasts, do whatever you want to do. Um, and yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back soon on the channel, going over some Cleveland Browns all 22 film review. Even though I don't really want to do it, but kind of something I have to do just to talk through it, like get my emotions out, see what we're working with, see how bad is it really going forward, offense and defense. I'm afraid to watch it, but we'll look through the tape. We'll talk about it. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching, and until the next one, we'll see you.